Good morning. I was awake and washed and dressed at 6:30, but then the rain started and then I fell asleep. So I'm now finally decamping. I'm nearly done. Just making my morning cuppa, get the tent down before that big rain cloud comes, and then hopefully we're off to the Lofoten Islands. So last night I stayed somewhere around here. We're getting the ferry from here to here over to the Lofoten Islands, and then we're just going on a voyage of discovery. I can't tell you where we're going to end up because I don't actually know. Stay tuned to find out all you need to know about the ferry, a surprise little trip to the Space Center, and a research rocket going up into the air, and of course some beautiful scenery. And do I make it through the storms, the wind and the rain on the Lofoten Islands? Whilst this is playing, please remember to hit that subscribe button, and if you're enjoying this vlog then give it a thumbs up and share it with your mates. And if you'd like to buy me a cup of coffee then you can do so by clicking on the link in my bio. It's very much appreciated. Thank you. Right, let's have my cup of tea and I'll be on the way. Feeling very, very anxious this morning because I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing. I'm meant to get the 9:45 ferry, but it's now 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to get that. I'm half an hour from the ferry terminal. I'm reminding myself, Corinna, you never know where you're going or what you're doing. So what's new? But you see, the difference is, that's fine, that stops my anxiety because I can just wander. When I have a place to get to and try and find it all out, that's when the anxiety hits. But, Corinna, there's nothing wrong out there. It's just what you're making of it in here. Bye-bye, little campsite. I rode for far too long yesterday, but learnt a lesson. Now if you see a parking bit that's full of camper vans and tents, pull off and use it no matter how busy, because it's the last one for a long time, like 2 hours and 100 odd miles. Roadworks going on at the moment. I'm nearly there. Here's the queue. I haven't had breakfast yet though, and it doesn't look like there's anything here, so I'd recommend you have breakfast before you get here. For now, I'll have these good old crackers. Handy. A chap just came along on a bicycle and I went, motorcycles go to the front. He's gone down that way. I don't know if I can do that, if I've got to go along this way. There's cars coming off. Oh, I think I best just wait, really. I'm not going to get through there. So I need to try and just get round there and down there, apparently. Worst case scenario, if I can't get through that way, I'll have to come back. It's all very well saying that, but even two wheels couldn't get through there. Let's see if we can get round where he did. If not, we'll just come back. Try and get up here. So I think that just goes to there. So we'll come up here. Feels very cheeky. Yes, you do come to the front on push bikes and motorcycles. Yay! If you can get through, that is. There's absolutely nothing gluten-free on board, so but there is hot water. So I've got my little nut and sunflower mix, having me a little chia seed porridge with hot water. You do have to pay for a motorbike. The only freebies are for pedestrians like foot passengers or push bikes, and it's not defined anywhere the price, it just depends on your vehicle. For the Can-Am it was 264 Norwegian krona, and the crossing takes about an hour and 40 minutes. Welcome to the floating island! I don't know about you, but I don't like the look of that sky up ahead. Oh, I'm just taking a little diversion down here to the Space Center, which I didn't know was here, but I've heard someone on the ferry saying that they're setting off a rocket today, so it'd be rude not to go and investigate, wouldn't it? There's a poorly little bumblebee down by Bumblebee. Try some honey water. So it's 245 Norwegian krona to come in here, 195 for a senior. But I'm getting a little bit upset and nobody questions that, you know. They're going to try and send the rocket up in an hour, but it's a bit unstable at the moment. But they're going to expect everyone who wants to see it in the car park. So I probably didn't have to come to pay to come in. I could have just stayed in the car park, couldn't I? But I thought I'd have a little sneak peek while I'm here. Why not? After all, the only thing I have to do today is find somewhere to stay. And we know how easy that was yesterday, don't we? Well, this is as close as we can get. I'm going to do it the other way up though for my other social media. This is a big research station, so all the rockets that go up here are for research. Not sure how much I got because I wasn't sure where it was actually coming from. As you can see, it's over there. That was quick. These rockets can go 4 times as high as the current space station is. So that's pretty high. And they do come back down to Earth within about 10 to 20 minutes. So here over the Norwegian Sea is a great place to test them. That's very exciting. Even more exciting, I've just managed to get me an hour and 20 minutes away a little hut for 2 nights for 1,300 Norwegian krona. I just had to wait for the rain to stop. Hopefully it's not going to be too wet a ride. Wow, this is the first time I've ever felt like this. It actually feels like I'm in an aeroplane with lots of turbulence because it's so windy and the camber of the road. It feels crazy. Yuck, and now very wet. So then the rain came out to play again, and at this point I was thinking, it's fine, I've ridden in far worse, and at least I've got my decent waterproofs on. Just gonna have a quick look in here because I think, yes they do. So just to show you, you can get stuff for your cars and bikes in here too. That's handy. I think they might even do repairs. They do. So that's handy to know if you need any work doing. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually quite terrifying. The wind and the rain. Just come to check my phone, everything's away. Oh my god. We've got 25 minutes to go. Wish me luck. Oh my god, I don't believe this. They're doing roadworks over there, so they've stopped us on this bridge. They've got 10 minutes to sit here. Ah! I'm here, finally, thank goodness. It's nice and warm in here. Do they do food? Looks like they might. Gonna get checked in. Get myself a hot shower. I was so excited to have this and stay here for 2 nights. I really was. But on booking.com it said a toilet and 2 rooms and everything. And there was Wi-Fi available everywhere. But there's not. I've got to go over to the shower block and sit in the thing and get Wi-Fi. And the bloke on reception, so rude. I just want to cry. Oh, and you had to pay extra as well for your towels and for your covers and everything as well. So anyway, do you know what? He started arguing with me and I went, I'm so cold and I'm so wet. I really don't care. Just give me the keys. So I've got to go over in the shower block and I say, can I stop? Oh, I'm going to cry. And if you're new to my channel, I'm really not being a princess. I just really, really struggle with pain and fatigue and walking any distance, especially in the middle of the night for a wee-wee.